And what is the most effective and fastest way to become supernatural, to become 2.0? Is it like, because I were on your website and you have many kind of products, you have many books, you have meditations, you have workshops, but if you just choose one thing to start with, what is that?
Oh my gosh, I am such a big fan of information. I think that it's so important for people. Like people say, we have people that come to a week-long event. There are prerequisite courses that they have to, study. And some people say, "Oh, I've been meditating for 15 years. I'm just going to come and not do the course." And they don't do very well because we use the science as the language, right? There's a language to transformation. And so the knowledge that people learn is so essential for the application. So I don't use any traditional religious, cultural, spiritual words that are going to divide an audience. I use words that really unify a community. So knowledge is the first step. That's learning and making those connections. The research shows if you learn that information and you don't review it, those connections prune apart within hours. So you got to repeat it. You got to review it enough times. Then the practice is so essential. The practice of doing something where you're actually taking that information and practicing it. So people make great strides, and many people heal themselves by reading the books and practicing the meditations. But the real magic, if you want to see miracles, if you want to see things that will change you forever, like just in Turkey, we just saw an amazing story of transformation. Huge tumor, completely gone on this guy. You got to come to a week long. It's 7 days, and our data with the University of California, San Diego, our research team, people who come to a week-long event that are novice meditators, that do a little meditation but not really into it. At the end of those 7 days, there are so many biological changes that take place in their brain and body consistently, that at the end of those 7 days, they look like an advanced meditator, because the immersion of it is full, where you're going all day, and you're overcoming yourself all day, and you're sticking with it until you break through. And then when you break through, then it's time to create. And then that's when it gets pretty exciting. So I don't think there's a shortcut. I think it's great when you're with a community of people. That's why we're still doing the week-long events, because even during the pandemic, I said we have to figure out a way to keep meeting. So we run large events, as I said, but the key is, I think, information first, and then after the information, it's being consistent, and it's just like anything else. You hit a golf ball once really well, you want to hit it well again, and so you gotta practice. And so when people start practicing and they're piecing it together, it gets exciting. So I don't think there's a fast track.